Check. If I would think about the spirit or the atmosphere in the fintech, it's very global. I guess and the fintech is generally tough area, you know. Usually it's very boring, a lot of legal stuff, and you know, you have technology, you have finance, and you have law in one room. So if you wouldn't have that vibe, I wouldn't be there. So my name is Vaiva. I'm the head of Fintech Hub LT Association. Association unites licensed companies only. We have more than 60 members. But when we think about the members, they're very, I would say, international and big, like SumUp, Curve, and so on. I represent the ecosystem. I go talk with different institutions, with regulators. I help to, we together kind of help to drop the fintech strategy. We talk about the current problems, issues, questions, and so on. So generally representing as probably what all the associations do. It's a very interesting job and very challenging at the same time. So I would say that the ecosystem is very strong. Our main stakeholders, I would say, are the Bank of Lithuania for sure, because they have a regulator, the FIU, Financial Investigation Unit, because they regulate the other part, right? Ministry of Finance, Economy and Innovation Ministry, Invest Lithuania, of course, Rocket. We also work with other associations like Crowdfunding Association, Infobalt, Fintech Lithuania Group, Crypto Economy Organization, and Unicorns LT, the Startup Association. So there are many stakeholders, I would say, but we know each other very well. As an example, 2 years ago, I think we said we need to have a long-term fintech strategy in Lithuania. Few associations, including the Fintech Hub, initiated that, and the Ministry of Finance said, okay, let's create a long-term fintech strategy. So usually in the other countries, the governors are just creating and then publishing. In our case, it's slightly different. They created the working group, and the majority of participants of that working group are the market participants. Well, first I would say the ecosystem. The second one, I would say the Centralink payment infrastructure we have in Lithuania. It's run by the Bank of Lithuania, which is not, I would say it's unique. I don't know any other banks who have this type of infrastructure which allows the fintechs to get direct access to SEPA. So I guess that's where it started. That's the reason why the Revolut came to Lithuania, and the others, I would say, followed. That's definitely the strength. And I would say another strength is the cooperation between the regulator. Because in other countries, usually regulators don't really communicate much with market participants. It's just, doing the inspections, sending the official letters, and that's it. In our case, we are communicating, thinking together what to create next. If someone is sending the letter and we think, well, it's nonsense, we say it's nonsense, and we sit together and we talk together. So it's more about, taking out the egos and sitting together and trying to find an understanding that no one is perfect, but together we can find the best solution. All the fintechs and the startups around the world are facing the investment. and increased regulations or increasing regulations, both which comes from the European Commission or from European level and from local regulator. But I wouldn't say that these challenges are faced just in Lithuania. I would say that they are faced everywhere. And generally, when I think about the fintech industry, I don't see the industry in Lithuania, Latvia, Nordics. I see it as, the world would be one big country. Because the fintechs which are here, they are from all around the world. They are not all created in Lithuania. They are, some are from China, some of them from US, many from UK, Italy, all around the world. So when you think about, why do Lithuania have so many fintechs? It's about the ecosystem, but all these fintechs are global fintechs. And if we look at the unicorn list, I see at least 15 fintech unicorns, which are already in Lithuania. And we don't say that we have fintech unicorns in Lithuania, well, because the headquarters or the beginning where they started the business are in different countries. Which for me doesn't really make sense, because still in the end you do the business from Lithuania because you have a license in Lithuania. The payments would be the main area, because if we look at the numbers, how many fintechs we have in Lithuania, and we are very conservative while calculating the number, in my opinion. But 150 are licensed electronic money institutions or payment institutions. Plus, we have many specialized banks. So we can already see that majority of fintechs are from the payment subsector, I would say. So this is where I think we are leading. I think for the future, I guess the blockchain also will be the area where we might lead, because we already been the first who tested try with a digital euro. We just did the collective coin, elitas. We have quite a lot of good companies who are developing, who are participating in the digital euro testings and consultations and so on, and working with global companies in that area. So I guess that's, but again, it also relates with the payments. It's just a different infrastructure. Well, I am excited about the blockchain in some way, because mainly knowing how it might impact our daily lives. As an example, if we use the blockchain and we have a digital euro, in the long term, like, I don't know, 10 years, if I go to the shop to buy a milk, I pay with a digital euro or with a digital wallet, not necessarily with a digital euro, but the infrastructure is a blockchain. So the VAT, which I pay when I pay for the milk, goes straight away to the tax part. Then some taxes are already going to the European level. Then the part goes to the milk producer, and then the part goes to the seller who just sold me. So, and it can be done instantly. I would say that these type of technologies can make the payments very effective and generally change the whole accounting in some way, because if the money goes faster, we have more money in the end. So blockchain is probably well, but in terms of innovation, I think the crowdfunding is on the edge. Wealth tech also could be on the edge and change our daily lives. I guess quite a lot of new regulations are also coming from European level. Digital identity also will change quite a lot, and I guess those who are gonna create the best wallet will be the winners. And when I say the digital wallet, it means that I have digital identity on my phone. That means I can save my credit scoring on that wallet. I don't need the scoring rating companies anymore. The fintech can have access to my digital wallet and then get all the information. So the open banking then goes somewhere back, and then so it changed also, can change quite a lot of different things the way we operate. So I think and knowing that in the future I will have my passport on the phone and would be able to use that passport around the European Union. So I guess the future is bright, and of course with some challenges. It would be boring if we would not have any challenges. I think it's the advantage that we are a small country. It's much easier to create the buzz and to share that spirit. So if you have few leaders in a different industries of tech industries, then and the people know each other, so you easily can spread that mood, become the inspiration for others, inspire everyone, and even the rocket vibe. Like I guess you felt it. Like it's just like very relaxed. Everyone is doing what they need to do, but everyone already knows each other, and if I have a question, I go, okay, what do you think about it? In other countries, I guess you would need to send the email. Right. And wait a few weeks for the answer. Quite a lot of young people after the school, they left to the different countries to study and work. Some to America, some to UK, some to Nordics, and so on. And then they came back, and they're kind of sharing that global view, and especially the fintechs. Like if I would think about the spirit or the atmosphere in the fintech, it's very global. So I guess it's that global perspective. So it's not in the culture. I guess and the fintech is generally tough area. Usually it's very boring, a lot of legal stuff, and you have technology, you have finance, and you have law in one room. So if you wouldn't have that vibe, I wouldn't be there. Well, I think we are already the main fintech association in Lithuania, so I really believe that we will grow, of course. We will become influential not just in Lithuania, but also in European Union level, so we could also shape the future legal drafts. We will be able to create the favorable conditions, regulations for the current and the future fintechs in Lithuania, and we will, as Lithuania, become the financial center.